Welcome back, everyone, to Pontos Fathom Hobbies. This is Eldritch Horror, Mountains of Madness, Season 7, Episode 10. This is our turn 11. Probably do turn 11 and 12 in this game. Do a quick recap of turn 10, and then we'll jump right into turn 11. Quick shout out to Killingworth Bogman, Carolina Tobacco Geist, all your horror needs in the two-book Bogman Saga. If you like cryptids, Ithaquas, Windwalkers, Sasquatch, check them out. Helps to support us. Also, your comments below, we read them, and looking forward to building our subscriptions here so that we can go live. So thanks for your support. Turn 10. I don't quite know how to do this. I have this kind of conundrum here where we've got this advance the active mystery, which I think it means they're closed, but I kind of reluctantly don't want to miss out on the cards. So I'm just leaving them both open, and we'll kind of move through them that way. The other one is, but I'm not sure how you would think to do that. If you guys have an idea how to, do we just override the mystery card with the adventure? Because it kind of seems anticlimactic. So let me know what you guys think. So Ursula Downs still has to try to close out that Eldritch token. She needs to acquire a provisions unique asset from Tokyo, so she'll head down to get that. We'll have Wilson Richards, the handyman. He will go off and close his Eldritch token above. That's on 4. I believe that he would also have to fight a Wendigo for this one. So on each of the spaces, there's a Wendigo. So this is another attack for the Wendigo. So let's have him go and encounter that. I guess we can even put it there if we wanted to. And then finally, we've got at the lake camp, the bootlegger Finn Edwards, the notorious smuggler, can take an additional travel action. He will make his way back to Antarctica in the Arctic Adventure. So let's have him go ahead and do that. He can also perform an acquire assets action here. But maybe he'll just move off to Miskatonic Outpost. Okay, so let's jump into turn 11. We'll start out with Ursula Downs. First off, we'll have her. She can move. That's an uncharted space only. So I guess she will move down to Tokyo, and then she will perform an acquire action roll. And let's have her do a re-roll of one of these here. And she can now get the provisions. Put this token back. She can get her provisions token, and then she'll have to go back up for the unique provisions asset. So she's got a provisions asset here. So she'll keep that as her action phase. And then she'll just have to do a Tokyo encounter. Next up, it's Wilson Richards, the handyman. Action phase. He will go ahead and let's have him do a heal. He's got 4. Okay, I think he's pretty good. He doesn't need to heal. So let's just have him go up and he gets +2 to all skills. I should have given him a hypothermia condition because he gets +2 to all skills. But I missed out on that. It's fine. Let's go up to the Wendigo, and he also will grab a resource out of there. Oh, actually, well, maybe he can, because he can go along that path as well. Maybe he'll just grab a train ticket. Because he can travel more with that afterwards. So moves up and he grabs a ticket. Lastly, we'll have Finn Edwards also. Yeah, but have him gain a ship ticket as well while he's there. He can move there and gain a ship ticket as a second action, and then he can do a Miskatonic Outpost encounter. Okay, so I think it's looking good for action phase. Let's move into turn 11 encounters phase. So we've got Ursula Downs, the Explorer, in Tokyo, reluctantly in Tokyo. So let's see what comes up. And again, this is a Mountains of Madness card, so it should be thematic. An American using mathematics to travel between dimensions. An American is using mathematics to travel between dimensions. As you try to find him, a dark figure offers you help. So she can roll her test. A dark figure offers her help. She does not pass, but let's have her spend a clue to reroll. And she doesn't get anything. So, okay, if you fail, you lose 1 sanity. If you fail, the search leaves you exhausted, lose 1 sanity. Okay, so she definitely needs to rest up because she's definitely down in her sanity. So let's have her do that next round. Okay, so not a great encounter for her, but let's go to the Jack of all trades, Wilson Richards. She can also regain her focus turn from her renowned. Next up is Wilson Richards, Handyman. He will combat the Wendigo. First off, will test. Passes. Next off, the strength test. Gets 1, 2, 3, 4. He defeats the Wendigo. And he also gets to... nope, that was... I think I was thinking of Jake Williams. Nope, I was thinking of the genealogy research that Ursula Downs has. When she defeats a monster, she can actually get 2 clues. But he just has the blunderbuss, and he fires at the Wendigo, takes it out, and now he can perform with 2 clues. Again, he's got 2 clues here, and he can spend the 2 clues, place the Eldritch token on the card, so he can take this one, place it. Oh no, that was 5. This is the wrong one. Oh, okay, I messed up here. So no Wendigo encounter goes for him. This is actually the Supplying the North encounter, where he has to discard a provision. So he can, which he doesn't have. I think he's out of provisions. All right, so kind of messed that one up. Okay, so we'll just go to... I guess we have to go back to Chicago. Okay, let's roll back the turn. Give him back his ticket. What he will do instead is he will try to get in the city space, will try to get a provision unique asset. So he will roll his test, and he gets the provision asset. Okay, so he gets his provision asset, then he moves, and then he can place this Eldritch token. He can discard, at the end of the Mythos Phase, he can discard his provision. So he will discard his provision, and he can put this Eldritch token on the card along with 2 clues. So take the 2 clues also, put them in, and I think that's going to be that. Okay, so yeah, sorry for the confusion. He didn't fight the Wendigo. This was a space 5, space 4, sorry. This is space 4, which has to do with supplying the North. So now this mystery is finally closed, so we can kind of close off supplying the North. And we'll leave growing hunger as the only mystery that's open. And it's our last mystery because of the way the Arctic adventure went. Okay, so let's go ahead next, and we'll go to Miskatonic Outpost Encounter for Finn Edwards. Miskatonic Outpost. After hours of listening to static in the wireless, your mind begins to play tricks on you. And he can roll a test. If you fail, Okay, so his mind begins to play tricks on him, but he passes the test, so no worries. So he just dodges the hallucination that could have come from this. So pretty good encounter for him. So that's things worked out fine. Okay, so let's just go ahead then and jump to Mythos Phase. And we get a brief respite. It says, an old man stares into the fire and speaks quietly in his native language. His grandson listens closely, and then he translates to you, the skin of all things has been cut. But the young man indicates a cut on his own arm. A scar makes skin stronger. Okay, so first off in the Mythos Phase, we've got Advance the Doom Omen. We do not have anything with that token, so we do not advance Doom. We will resolve reckoning effects, one of which is each investigator gains a hyperthermia condition. Okay, so we can fish out some hypothermia conditions and dish those out to everyone. Here's one hypothermia condition. 2 hypothermia conditions. And 3 hyperthermia conditions. So we take our hypothermia conditions. Okay, so reckoning. Any reckonings anywhere else? Cards for reckonings? No. If you're on a city space, no city spaces. So no other reckonings from the cards you can see here. Everyone's just got no reckonings. Right? No reckonings. The deal, if you're on a city space, not on a city space, so he doesn't have to do that reckoning. So reckoning phase is finished. Spawn a gate. So now the gates are getting ahead of us now. San Francisco has a clue, and now it also is going to have a monster on it. So let's go ahead and grab that. So into the monster bag we go. And we pull out a cultist. Cultist in San Francisco. And let's go ahead with the brief respite. It says, event, if Doom advances this round, retreat Doom by 1. Doom does not advance, so we don't have to retreat it. And it looks like that's going to be it. This is kind of a brief respite. It says, the skin of all things has been cut, but the scar makes the skin stronger. So we just get a moment of peace from the Ithaqua's advancements. So let's jump right into turn 13 then. Let's go into turn 13, and we will, turn 12. So we'll go to turn 12, and we will continue with Ursula down. So now she's got her provisions. Let's have her try to does she have a healing? Oh, too bad she can. Let's have her try to get another provisions. I'm just oh, she has 2. Okay, I think she's okay. So let's just have her move up to. Let's have her get a ship token for later. She'll move up to 19, and she's going to prepare to use her provision token on that encounter. So that'll be for. Oh, actually, this active mystery is closed, so 19 is gone. Oh, so she no longer needs to do this provision thing. So why doesn't she just use her provision? Maybe she'll just see, where should she go now? Who's going to go after a a Wendigo monster. So we have the Wendigo here in 16. Maybe that can be her. So maybe she can go by train 1-2 to Tunguska. And she can, I think this Tunguska is also gone now. Tunguska, no Eldritch token. And 9 and 1. 4, 9, 19. Tunguska is off. 14, 9. Yeah, so we can remove this Eldritch token from here. So she'll be in Tunguska just to do an encounter there. And next turn she can go and get to the Wendigo that's in this position, 16. Right, so there's a Wendigo monster basically here that she can encounter and help to close that gate. Okay, so that'll be her action. Wilson Richards, again, he can also go and combat this Wendigo. So let's have him move up to there, and he can also grab, I'll have him grab that ship token now, and a resource. Actually, just a ship token, cannot get a resource. So he can go up and go for the Wendigo. That's also a Wendigo there. So let's put it here for now because that's more prominent. Space 1. Then finally, Finn Edwards the Bootlegger. Finn Edwards the Bootlegger will head up into Antarctica. He will also grab a focus token and a resource token. What else can he do? He can move one space along a ship or train path. Well, he can do those next time. So he'll do that Antarctic research encounter, and I think we should be good here. So also, Wilson Richards gains the hyperthermia condition, and he gets +2 on all of his skills. So that'll come in handy for him. So let's get those set up for him. He chooses to have the hyperthermia condition, and he gets +2 observation, +2 strength. He's become like this creature of the cold, right? That he can gain all of this power from the hyperthermia. So he's become like like he's actually being influenced by Ithaqua in a way, right? He's being empowered by this winter prophecy coming through the Heart of Winter card. It's kind of a cool. I'm not quite sure what the object is. The Heart of Winter. But if he has a hypothermia condition, he gets all of that power. So it's sort of like he's fueled by Ithaqua's energy. It's like he's channeling him. Okay, so let's go ahead and resolve our encounters. So first off, we'll have Ursula just do a Tunguska encounter, which is actually just a wilderness encounter. A ruined cabin is overrun by moss, mold, and animal waste. You search quickly for the abandoned treasure. If you pass, you find a book intact. Gain 1 old journal unique asset. Okay. So she gains 1 unique journal unique asset. Let's go ahead to Wilson Richards, the handyman. He is encountering the Wendigo. So once again, now he's got 5 will. And he passes his will test, and then he's got 8. 12. He's got 2, 4, 6, 8 for strength here. And he takes some damage here. So he can re-roll. What does he say? He can add 1 victory to his. Actually, he can roll this 1 combat test. Hold on 1 second. So he actually has the ability to roll 8 more dice if he passes this. 2, 3, 4 dice. He passes, so he can roll another 8 dice of strength. So instead of a re-roll, he gets this additional strength from his dread curse. And now he rolls all 6s, right? So the Wendigo is gone, thanks to his dread curse incantation. So Wendigo's gone. That means he can now spend... Oh, he's got no clues. He's got no clues. So... Oh, but wait. Finn Edwards can trade... Do an additional trade or travel action. So... Oh, that's if they're on the same space. Oh, well. So we fought the Wendigo, but we don't get to close the thing. So he's going to have to go back down to Arkham and get the and get some clues from there. So he needs 2 clues, or maybe she can come across with the 2 clues. So anyway, she'll get that in the next turn. So he's kind of less messed up there. So that's no worries. Defeats the Wendigo, gets to exercise some of his spells, but the winter is still coming in the north. So just a player error on this part. Okay, let's go on to Finn Edwards, the bootlegger, finally with his Antarctic encounter. So he's in Antarctica. He's on his expedition. You find what you believe to be star-shaped burial mounds in the snow. It is physically exhausting, but you try to dig the body up out of the ice and snow. Okay, it's like The Thing. There's a body in the ice and snow, a star-shaped burial mound in the snow. So he rolls his check here. If you pass, an odd relic lies next to the creature's corpse. Gain 1 artifact. Okay, and he gains an artifact. Let's try to get a theme-based artifact. So I'm just going to grab the first one from Mountains of Madness here. So an artifact from Mountains of Madness, the first one that comes up, a Hyperborean crystal. It may discard 1 spell to reroll any number of dice resolved in a test. Okay. Gain 1 spell effect during a reckoning. And then next, it says at the end of the card, gain 1 artifact. Then you examine the body. So we gain the artifact, but now we're examining the body, right? There's a relic next to the body that we found. So he got that relic, the Hyperborean crystal. But now he has to examine the body, and you roll a test here. Pass. If you fail, you lose 1 sanity. Okay, because of the alien horror. So he sees the alien horror, but he doesn't go insane. So good job for Finn Edwards. That is going to wrap up our encounters phase. Let's head to the Mythos phase. We're down to the last few cards here. Mythos phase. Outbreak. All signs indicate the ritual used to open the portal went tragically wrong. Only a few of the participants were still intact enough to identify their corpses. Something they summoned tore them to shreds. Spawn an epic zombie horde epic monster on the space containing a gate spawned in this round. Then resolve the monster surge on each other gate spawned this round. Okay, so first off, we'll do our advance. We have to do a monster surge there. So we have a monster surge on this one. And this one is green, I believe. Yeah, so we have a monster surge here. A cultist in a night gaunt. Then we have a reckoning. Again, everyone gets a hyperthermia condition. If you already have one, we flip it. If you would gain another one, you flip this. So let's have her flip her reckoning. Your bodies become numb from the cold. It's difficult for you to move. Lose 1 health and gain an injury condition. So lose 1 health. Discard this guard and gain a hyperthermia condition. So we start again. Okay, next one. Same. He's hyperthermia condition. Lose 1 health and 1 sanity. The sudden cold chills you to the bone and shocks your body and mind. Gain a new hypothermia condition. Oh, I don't need to take the 3, I'll take a 1. He loses a health and a sanity. And then the third hypothermia condition, which he'll have to gain, is the cold has shocked your system. Lose 1 sanity and discard 1 improvement. And then gain a hypothermia condition. So he loses 1 as well. Okay, so reckoning complete. Let's go ahead and spawn the final gate. Tunguska. And a monster on Tunguska is a ghoul. And then resolve a monster surge on each other space containing a gate. Spawn this round. Oh, so 1 more monster surge on this gate, which is unfortunate. So let's perform a monster surge. Get a zombie and a flying polyp, which is not good for her. Okay, so that's going to be pretty rough. So we'll have a monster surge there, and then let us spawn a zombie horde epic monster on a space containing a gate. Spawn this round. So you also have to spawn a monster. There's going to be another monster spawn there. So we'll get to that in the break between them. So I'll get all the spells resolved. I'll add this monster, the zombie. Let me just add it right now. The zombie horde. So there's an epic zombie monster horde. So yeah, I will get those added in. We'll come back here for turn number 13. This has really been a wild ride with Ithaqua freezing the world. We've got lots of clues. We were so good with keeping gates closed. Suddenly we've got 4 gates open. You can see it's going to start to get out of hand pretty soon. That provision logic kind of messed us up a bit, but no worries. We're going to catch up in the next round. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you on turn 13. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.